Welcome to the Village of Buchanan Organizational Meeting, April 8th, 2025. I just want to mention, in case of emergency, please use the emergency door here or use the staircase behind the elevator. Please do not ever use the elevator if there's an emergency. Okay, please join me in the pledge. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So this is our first meeting with the newly electeds and a new board. And first we start with the results of the village election, March 18, 2025. For trustee, 2-year term, Anthony Capicati, under Buchanan United, 187 votes. Steve Laker, also on the Buchanan United line, 203. Write-ins, Tanya Drezick, 83 votes. And do you have someone this evening to swear you in, Anthony, or?
I'll find somebody.
Okay, all right, well, we'll start with Steve.
Sure.
And Clarabelle Laker is going to administer the oath of office. Please stand up, in the front of the room.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I do solemnly swear
I, Steve Baker, solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution and laws
and the Constitution and laws
of the State of New York
of the State of New York
and all local
and all local
ordinances,
authorities,
that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
and impartially
and impartially
perform
perform
and discharge
discharge
the duties
the duties
of the office
of the office of trustee
according to the law
according to the law
and the best of my ability.
and the best of my
Okay. Ready to go?
Marcus or Dan or?
Dan, would you like to swear me in?
Oh, there you go.
That'd be great.
My wife is at a lacrosse game.
A little chilly to be out.
Yeah.
You ready, Dan?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I
I, Anthony Capicati,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of the State of New York
and the Constitution and laws of the State of New York
and all local ordinances,
and all local ordinances,
and that I will faithfully and impartially perform and discharge the duties of the office of trustee
and I will faithfully and partially perform and, what's the last one?
Discharge.
Discharge the duties of trustee
according to the law and the best of my ability.
according to the law and the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
I also want to mention this evening with us is former trustee Bob Wheeler. Once again, Bob, thank you for your dedication to the village,
Hey, Wills.
AKA Wheels. All right, as you see this evening, I changed up the seating arrangement, and I want to change some things and do some things differently this year. I thought long and hard about the deputy mayor position, and the biggest role for the deputy mayor is if I cannot make a meeting or if I become ill, the deputy mayor fills in for me and runs the meeting. So, like I said, it was a tough decision. I really took my time in deciding who I think would be the best to fill that position. And I would like to ask Steve Laker if you would like to be deputy mayor.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, Mayor Teresa Knickerbocker hereby appoints Steve Laker as her deputy mayor for the following official year, 2024-2025. And the following appointment of officials to be made by Teresa Knickerbocker, except where otherwise indicated, subject to the approval of by the majority of the Board of Trustees pursuant to Section 4400, 4402, 7712, 7718 of Village Law, and Section 523 of the Real Property Tax Law. All appointments are for a one-year term, except where noted otherwise. So these are board appointments. Village Clerk Treasurer Cynthia Kempter, Deputy Village Clerk Sharon Murphy, who's in attendance this evening, Village Deputy Treasurer Dominic Evangelista, Building Inspectors Brian and Peter Cook, Recreation Supervisor Part-Time Jacqueline Pasquale, Village Attorney Stephanie Porteous, Village Engineer James J. Hahn Engineering, Village Planner, Planning and Development Advisors, and that's Dave Smith, Associate Village Justice Daniel O'Neill, Court Clerk Mary Mailer, Building Inspectors Brian and Peter Cook. Did I not just say that? I did, so I guess I get appointed twice. And also I have, Jacqueline, okay. Assessment Review Board, Marco Pinque and Ed Mevick. Hold on one second. We're also this year appointing a special prosecutor, and we are hiring the firm, hold on, whoops, sorry, apologize. The Pictionary and Namaro PC, Anthony Pictionary and Michael Konikoff. Okay, Village Prosecutor Ingrid O'Sullivan, Planning Board Chairman Nick Zachary, he's in attendance this evening. Tracy Armisto on the Planning Board till 2030, Gary Bell Chairman for the Zoning Board of Appeals, and Harmon Backer, Zoning Board Member 2030. I want to take a moment at this time to thank Jeff Fiella. He is on the Planning Board, and he will continue to be on the Planning Board. He's been the chairman for many years, and he's done a great job, so we thank him for his service to the village and to the Planning Board. And on a motion, I'd like to make a motion to approve this. Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, the next are mayor appointments. So administrative, entire board, assessment, entire board, auditing, entire board, business development, Dan Stewart, education, Awilda Baez, highway, Anthony Capicati, historian, George Boyle, infrastructure, Teresa Knickerbocker, legislative, entire board, liaison to Buchanan Engine is Steve Laker. The local waterfront revitalization plan, I'm going to leave Nick Zachary on that. Nick was at the very beginning and is probably the most knowledgeable person with this, the LWRP. So I'd like you to continue in that role, Nick, please. New York State Indian Point Decommissioning Oversight Board and Holtec Liaison, Teresa Knickerbocker. Parks and Recreation, Teresa Knickerbocker. Public Safety, Awilda Baez, and that's the Police Department. Representative for the Senior Citizens Advisory Council, Susan Giuliano. Representative to the Historic Hudson River Towns, Anthony Capicati. Veterans, Daniel Stewart. And Planning and Zoning Board Liaison, Daniel Stewart. So I'd like to have a little more information and a little more back and forth with the planning board and things that are going on. I would also like to just mention what my definition of a liaison is, and that's a person who acts to arrange and assist interaction between parties. It's an intermediary, a go-between, facilitating communication and cooperation. So all these appointments are for liaisons that I just mentioned. And now, I apologize, but we do this at all organizational meetings. There's a lot to read. There's meeting dates, procedures. So please just bear with me. Or maybe what I should do, I should share. No, I'm not, because the people that, there's really kind of no liaison, because years ago we had a liaison for that, because there were no board members that were, it was a group of people, and then we needed someone to be a liaison at that point. So, but since we have two board members that run that, they're here anyhow, so, thank you, though. Thanks for asking. Okay, well, I have 3 pages, so I guess I'll read this. Establish meeting dates, special meeting procedures, and adoption of the rules of procedure and the open meetings law. So, regular meetings pursuant to Section 4412 of the Village Law. The regular meetings of the Board of Trustees to be held on the first Tuesday of each month commencing at 7 p.m. Where holidays shall fall on the day of a meeting, the meetings will be held the next day following the holiday. The meeting shall take place at the municipal building and/or on Zoom. The Board of Trustees workshop meeting is to be held on the 4th Tuesday of each month commencing at 7 p.m. and will also take place at the municipal building and on or Zoom. Special meetings will be held when matters of business warrant and shall be called by either the mayor or by two of the trustees of the Village of Buchanan acting together. In the event of a special meeting being called by the mayor, every member of the Board of Trustees shall be informed by telephone by the village clerk or another member of the Board of Trustees of the date, time, location, and subject of the special meeting. And unless the meeting is called to respond to an emergency concerning the safety and welfare of the village, notice of the meeting shall be given to the trustees and newspapers and posted on the village notice boards at least 72 hours in advance of the meeting, and otherwise in conformance with the Public Officers Law. Quorum shall be required to conduct business. A quorum of 5 board members. A Board of Trustees shall be 3, so that's the quorum. In the absence of a quorum, a lesser number may adjourn and compel the attendance of absent members. We've never had to do that. Executive sessions shall be held in accordance with the New York State Public Officers Law, Section 105. All executive sessions shall be commenced at a public meeting. Voting pursuant to village law, each member of the board shall have 1 vote. The mayor may vote on any matter but must vote in case of a tie. A majority of the totally authorized voting power is necessary to pass a matter unless otherwise specified by state law. An abstention, silence of absence or absence shall be considered a negative vote for the purpose of determining the final vote on a matter. Guidelines for public comment. The public shall be allowed to speak only during the public comment period of the meeting or at such other time as the presiding officer shall allow. Speakers must step up to the front of the room and speak into the microphone. Speakers must give their name, address, and organization represented. Speakers must be recognized by the presiding officer. Speakers must limit their remarks to 3 minutes on a given topic and may be recognized again by the presiding officer after other speakers have had an opportunity to speak. Speakers may not yield any remaining time they may have to another speaker. Board members may, with the permission of the mayor, interrupt a speaker during their remarks, but only for the purpose of clarification or information. All remarks shall be addressed to the presiding officer. Speakers shall observe the commonly accepted rules of courtesy, decorum, dignity, and good taste, which include refraining from offensive, insulting, and threatening speech directed toward any person present or not present. Interested parties or their representatives may address the board with written communications. Written communication shall be delivered to the village administrator or village clerk. The open meetings law, pursuant to the Public Officers Law, the Board of Trustees hereby adopts the requirements of the open meeting law and hereby adopts the notice requirement of the Public Officers Law as the official procedure of the Board of Trustees. The next organizational meeting will be held on April 7, 2026. Set date for public hearing on tentative village budget. Pursuant to Section 5508 of the Village Law, the public hearing on the tentative budget will be the first Wednesday following the organizational meeting at 7 p.m. at the Village Hall and/or on Zoom. Designate village depositories. Pursuant to Section 4-412 of the Village Law, that the Orange Bank and Trust Company, 2141 Compound Road, Cortlandt Manor, and the PCSB Bank, 2651 Strang Boulevard, Yorktown Heights, and NY New York Class be designated as the depository of the Village of Buchanan, and that funds of the village be deposited in said bank and be subject to the withdrawals upon checks, notes, drafts, bills of exchange, acceptances, undertakings, or other orders for the payment of money when signed on behalf of the village by any of the following officers. Mayor Teresa Knickerbocker, Village Administrator Marcus Serrano, Deputy Mayor Steve Laker. Designate official village newspaper. Whereas in the opinion of the Board of Trustees, the aforesaid village, the Journal News newspaper is hereby designated as the official newspaper of the Village of Buchanan. Whereas establish mileage allowance. Whereas the Board of Trustees has determined to pay a fixed rate for mileage as reimbursement to village officers and employees who use their personal automobiles while performing their official village duties. Now therefore it be resolved that the Board of Trustees will approve reimbursement to such officers and employees at the rate established by the IRS regulations. Adopting the village procurement policy, whereas the mayor and the Board of Trustees of the Village of Buchanan are required to adopt or formulate certain policies and procedures regarding procurements by the village, and whereas the village has previously adopted a procurement policy in conformance with all New York State laws and in conformance with the Office of the State Controller, and the board desires that policy to remain in effect, the procurement policy now in effect is once again adopted as the procurement policy of the Village of Buchanan. Authorizing officers and employees of the village to attend conferences and seminars, whereas General Municipal Law 77-B authorizes municipal officials and employees to attend schools, conference, seminars, etc., conducted for the benefit of the local government with prior approval of the Board of Trustees. And the mayor and the Board of Trustees of the Village of Buchanan have determined that it is in the best interest of the village and its residents that officers and employees of the village from time to time attend conferences and seminars of public employees and officials for educational and training and other similar purposes. It is therefore resolved that the officers and employees are hereby authorized to attend the following schools, conferences, seminars. NICOM's annual meeting and training school, and that's New York Conference of Mayors, and that's for the whole board. The trustees also can go to those training schools. NICOM's Fall Training School for Fiscal Officers and Municipal Clerks, NICOM's Election Seminar, NICOM's Controller's Advanced Accounting Course, New York State City County Management Association Annual Conference and Fall Training Seminar, Westchester Municipal Planning Federation, Westchester County Firearms and Deadly Physical Force Training, Westchester County Police Academy Basic In-Service Training, Police Chiefs Association Regional and National Conferences, New York State Government Finance Officers Association Regional and National Conferences and Class Webinars. I have my own opinion on national conferences, but if the board's okay with that, then it's okay. Public Employees Risk Management Association PERMA Regional and National Conferences, Westchester County Municipal Clerks and Treasurers Association meetings, and Municipal Administrators Association of Metropolitan New York meetings, International City Management Associated meetings, conference, and seminars. Thank you for bearing with me. Whew. Say that 10 times fast, right? So I'd like to make a motion to approve this. Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Okay, so I will ask if any of the board members would like to say anything. Anthony and Steve, if you'd like to, we'll start with you guys first.
Go ahead, Steve.
Sure. No, thank you very much, Anthony. First, I just want to thank the residents who came out on election night and voted for me. I really appreciate your vote of confidence and look forward to serving the next 2 years. I thank my family that's here, my wife, my boys, and my mom. Appreciate all your support, and thank you very much. I'd also like to thank Bob Wheeler. When I first joined as a trustee, Bob was still head of the highway department, and he really showed me a lot of things while I was there, and I tried to return the favor when he joined the board. And so I wish you all the best in your retirement, Bob. I almost got up last Tuesday because I thought I wouldn't see you tonight, but then I thought about it, and I said, no, of course Bob will be here. He's always at the meeting. So good to see you, and I wish you all the best. And I look forward to working with the board. I thank you, Teresa, for the your vote of confidence in the appointment of deputy mayor. I take that responsibility seriously, and I look forward to the next 2 years.
Okay,
Thank
good.
you.
Thanks, Steve. Anthony?
I would like to thank the public for coming out and showing their support. It means a lot to me. My commitment, and I hope that, moving forward, that this board can work cohesively together and get a lot more work done. We have a lot to do, and I feel we have a great board up here. I feel like there's an opportunity for us to make very good things happen. And Bob, congratulations on retirement, which is it's a wonderful thing, and now you can enjoy your time in Florida, like I said last week, with your putting green. I'm jealous. and good luck with whatever you do. Mr. Laker, sorry. Mr. Laker, congratulations to you, and thanks for the help with, me and you campaigning, whatever little campaigning we did, but it's going to be fun. And I want to thank my family for their support always, for everything that I do, not just here, everywhere. My wife, my children. My wife could not come in here tonight to swear me in because she had a lacrosse practice and a lacrosse game. So, with that being said, thank you to everybody, and I hope that I meet your expectations.
Okay, thank you. Dan or Wilda?
I'd just like to offer my congratulations to Steve and Anthony, and look forward to working with them on another productive year. And also, my sincere well wishes to Bob on his future endeavors. He was great to have on the board, great to have as our highway foreman. So, Bob, I wish you the best, and thank you for serving. That's it. Look forward to a productive year.
Ditto to everything that's been said. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We've worked together for a year. I think it's been productive. I know we will continue to be productive now with a new member. And there's a lot of work to be done, so let's get started.
All right, thank you.
And Bob, congratulations. You know I got much love for you.
And also congratulations to Anthony and Steve. And I know we talk about the work that needs to be done this year, but I just like to review some of the things that are going on, some of the things we're working on, and I'd like to see if we can get this to fruition this year. So the pool, we're going to continue to move forward to that with the work that needs to be done there. We've talked about all of these things. We talked about trying to get funding for the sidewalk on Westchester Avenue between the school driveway and the 4th Street area. We have to actually look to see what kind of funding is out there. Also continue to work on the release of some of the Indian Point property. The cell tower, we hit a little bump in the road, but we need to continue forward with that. Recreation, there's been a conversation with the rec committee about potentially expanding or doing a new playground at the Westchester Avenue ball field. My favorite thing, of course, is to paint the pavilion and possibly the highway garage this year. Continue forward with the emergency planning. I have been working with the police chief and the fire chief from Buchanan Engine about doing emergency planning here in the village. I've also asked Awilda, we're going to also be speaking to the school, so I've asked Awilda to be involved in that also, since she's the liaison to the school. And of course, something near and dear to my heart is, and something we've been working on, is hopefully this year we can break ground on our sewer treatment plant, wastewater plant, whatever you want to call it. So hopefully, we can move forward with that and get that done. So as you can see, there's a lot to do. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of good things happening. So much to do this year. And I look forward to working with this board. Okay. Marcus, do you have anything for us?
No, nothing tonight. Thank
Okay,
you.
tomorrow you'll be busy.
Yes, I will be.
And, tomorrow night is our, mention again, is our budget hearing. And hopefully we can resolve that and vote on that on April 22nd. If not, it has to be done by April 30th. So we will have to have another meeting if that's, we can't resolve it on the 22nd. Any comments from the floor? No? Pat, did you want to say anything this evening? It's up to you, or you can.
Is it a good time, or is it?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Pat Giuliano, I live at 115 Tate Avenue. I received a letter today, and I guess it's more or less directed towards me because I'm the one that kind of parks in the street. Occasionally, okay? I have two short driveways, two grown adult kids that have cars, and when we have company, it's just easier to park in the street. I went online, and I guess the state says actually the law is 32 feet from a junction intersection, and I guess the board's looking to make it 90 feet. Currently, believe it or not, I park my vehicle, which about 85 or 90 feet. I have a wheel. I did it before I came here. So whatever complaints are, I guess, are being made, I mean, I'm already at 90 feet. I don't know what, if we keep going back and back, it's just going to be, I don't know. I've pulled out of there a couple of times with my vehicle on the street. I don't know what, I mean, I see fine. I don't know what the problem is, but parking on the other side of the street, I guess, would be the heading towards the circle is more dangerous because we have that there's a turn. I don't know if you want to look at the pictures. I have Google Earth. I made some photos of I parked there several times, and believe it or not, my truck was hit twice. So I really tried avoid parking on the street. I got hit twice in the same year, and the curbs were put in maybe 15, 20 years ago. Prior to that, I could encroach on the lawn. My house has a fire hydrant dead smack in the middle, so I can't even park on my, but the house next to me, I could pull up on his lawn a little bit. But, they don't like that either. So I think the curbs were, I own a pickup truck, so it's a little bit wider than your car. Again, as it is now, I'm pretty much parking between 80 and 90 feet from the junction. So if you're going to mandate 90 feet, I don't know what that's going to really do because that's pretty much, and I do respect people. And not only at that intersection, anywhere else I go, because I try pulling out too. And if his car's parked there, it's hard to see. You got to pull out and things like that. So I'm never within 23 feet of the intersection at all, believe it or not. Occasionally, in the summertime, you have people over. It's hard. I'm not going to police them. And, people have garage sales, neighbors, and there's cars all over on both sides. And, I hear the people blowing a horn and things like that. So, it is, I guess any road could be dangerous. Some roads could be wider. I'm not sure what the measurement is for Tate opposed to like, I don't even know, Westchester or Rockledge seems like it's wider. I don't know what the measurements are, but so that's it. I mean, I could come back in the next time meeting. I have some literature and stuff like
You
that.
don't mind sending me the pictures, drop them off, I can scan them and get it to the board members before the next.
Yeah, I can give it to you now if you
Okay,
like.
very good, perfect.
Good. Thanks.
So May
Pat.
6th, we're having a public hearing on that, correct?
Right,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, the public hearing's still open.
So especially today, since people got the notices, I think they'll be here to
Where's
speak.
90, where's 90 feet coming from?
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Pat.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for coming in.
Thanks, Pat.
Yep.
Thanks, Pat.
See you May 6th.
Marcus, where did we come up with 90 feet?
That was the discussion we had at the last board meeting. That's what Stephanie believed we got out of that meeting. We can change, the board can change it.
Well, I don't know how you're going to mandate 90 feet without putting signage up.
No, we have to put signage up, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Nobody wants to put signs up, so how are we going to mandate the 90 feet?
There'll be a signage from, no part from here to corner, so there will be
With
signage.
state law is 32 feet, like Pat said?
I gotta research it, but whatever the state law is, but the board can be
Yeah.
more restrictive.
I mean, 32 feet seems reasonable enough as it is,
Yeah,
It's like 3 car lengths.
yes.
you know?
And is
I
the way
mean,
the law written up, is it both sides of the street? No parking?
No, I think it was just one side of the street, the way the law was written up. I think we got a copy. We'll get a copy to you.
Pat's on the opposite
Yeah.
side of the Lake Street, right?
But
Yeah.
I think what the complaint was, Pat, as people are coming out of Lake Drive there and they're taking a left, I think they were having a difficult time seeing. There was like, a blind spot for them.
I actually made 2 marks, 32 feet and 90 feet, so any
Okay.
board members want to come by one day, I mean, Pat can call me and
mhm.
I can show you, I can put my truck in the street. I'm assuming it's probably me, and again, I don't
Don't
make a
assume,
habit of
Pat.
it because I've been hit twice. Pizza delivery guy and some guy that was speeding hit my mirror. So at that point, I try not to go on the street, but I can't stop other people that are,
All right, good, thank you for putting those lines there, because I was gonna tell
Yeah.
Marcus to have the highway go out and mark it, but thank you. You're ahead of us, thank you.
And thanks for your comments. I mean, you know, like, it's still an open public hearing, so please, if people have concerns, come and speak.
Yeah, by bringing, so the notifying them was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that was key. Good.
Who did notices go out to? Is that?
Just the
I'm sorry.
affect, just the affected area. Sharon got a notice to get in DPW when I delivered to her with Betty's today, so we can know people who are affected.
So I'm not sure if anyone heard Nick, but who did the notices go out to? And as Marcus said, to the affected people. So on the top of Third Street is another situation, Third and Henry. So those, I forget how many people, there was 10 notices that went out there, and then Lake and Tate Avenue. Okay, all together. Thank you, Sharon. Okay, so yeah, 10 notices went out. So any questions or concerns, please come to the May 6th hearing. Okay, anyone else? All right, thank you all for coming this evening, and as they say, have a great Buchanan day. Oh, I gotta make a motion to close the meeting. I know Marcus was looking at me, so can I make a motion to close the meeting? And can I have a second, please?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.